We fell for it again. Yeah, back in November of 2023, Sam Altman introduced us to OpenAI and told us this was the future and that artificial intelligence was going to change the way we live, and stocks took off. I want you to go back, if you've got a chart, and do a Fibonacci retracement from the end of October, 1st of November, until the high of the stock, which was probably sometime in early January, and then measure how much the stock has come down from October the 30th to the 1st of January, and then how far it's come down. Palo Alto Networks is down 75%. It's down 27% today. Why? Because nobody's buying it. There's nothing to buy. Okay? We have these platforms that Sam made, these large language platforms, but nobody's buying it. Hell, look, I did a video that showed you the number of subscriptions that Microsoft and Google have on their large language platforms, and it's crazy. The CEO of Google told us this was the greatest invention since fire. Well, is it heating your house yet? Is it reducing the interest rates on your car loan or your student loans yet? Has that happened? No. Adobe. What is Adobe? Let's see. Down 77% from its high, from the run-up, from the introduction of artificial intelligence. Again, Adobe, of course, that's going to revolutionize the way artwork is done. We've seen it. They put words in Obama's mouth. Adobe's going to change the world. Down 77% from the run-up it had. Yeah, we got sold a bill of goods. I don't have any doubt that artificial intelligence will change the world, and each one of these stocks will benefit. Look at Tesla, down 100% from the run-up it had from the end of November through its height, and now it's down below where it was. So what do we learn from this? Well, as I went through my trading views charts and I did my Fibonacci retracement, what it became apparent to me was there are some stocks who are bargains. They're a bargain. Tesla's probably a bargain at this point. Some of them have come down dramatically. AEHR, down 144%. They make testing equipment. They test the semiconductors to see if they work before they put them into an autonomous automobile. Actually, before they ship them out of the plant where they're made at Taiwan Semiconductor and Samsung. So that is slowed down because the EV market has slowed down, because the PC market has slowed down. So they've been hit hard. And they once this EV market comes back, after interest rates come down and cars become more affordable, and after interest rates come down so that food, did you see how much food has gone up an all-time high? I mean, it just spiked. Well, if you're paying so much more at the grocery store, you're not buying a new phone. So if you're not buying a new phone, you're not buying semiconductors that AER has to test. But once interest rates come down and inflation comes down and groceries come down and our cost of our loans come down, we'll buy another phone, and AEHR will shoot back up because it's down 144%. And then because Palo Alto is down 27% today. CrowdStrike's down 18%, which brings it down 30% from its high, its run up from the introduction of AI in November of 2023. It ran up. It's now come down 30 points. Rambus, that's an opportunity. It's a smaller semiconductor design company, and it's down 75%. It's leading the charge down. That's what I've come back and said. Buy the companies that are leading this charge down because they're going to be the ones who are going to get the largest gain. I even look at Apple. Apple's down, what did I say? 50% from its November to its January high, and then it's dropped 50% from that. That's presenting an opportunity. Why is Apple down? You didn't buy a new Apple phone, did you? You didn't buy a new Apple Watch, did you? Shame on you. It's your fault. No, it's not. It's your opportunity. And we got to recognize this for what it is. I'll take you to my computer and I'll show you. I can go through chart after chart after chart, do a Fibonacci retracement from the 1st of November to the high, and you will see they're coming down 50, 75%. You need to recognize this and see which ones are the bargains. Is it Palo Alto and CrowdStrike? I don't think so. And I think you can watch your Palantir, and they're going to follow it. They'll come right down, just right down to where I told you could buy it, $19.08, because they're not buying their product. You're not buying their product, which means that the product isn't being sold. Will Amazon come down? I'll ask you, how many packages have you had on your porch from Amazon in the last 5 months compared to the preceding 5 months? Take Christmas out of it. So let's not do 5 months. Let's just do the last 3 months. No, you've stopped buying. And when you stop buying, everything else slows down. So we are going to have this correction. There is no way. I'm now buying in because I'm buying Rambus because it's down 75%. I'm buying Photronics because it's down 75%. I've already bought heavy into AEHR because it's down 144%. I don't want the ones that are stuck up there because they haven't corrected yet, because they will. And why? Because you're not spending any money. You're paying your bills. And until you buy AI, it ain't happening. It isn't going to happen until you buy it. Until you say, hey, I think I'll buy some AI today. What might that look like? It might look like Microsoft's Copilot, or it might look like Google's Workspace. I don't know. It might even be an electric vehicle that has an autonomous driving system, which is a major part of AI. But until you do, this is going nowhere. This is a total replay of the dot-com bubble. All the hype, it's going to be something wonderful, and you didn't buy it. And then it was the EV. Oh, EVs are going to replace all the cars in the world, and we aren't going to pollute the world anymore. And then you didn't buy it. It's your fault. But at the same time, when you do buy it, you'll know it's time to buy back into these stocks, unless they led the charge down. They're at the bottom. They're in the cesspool, and they got nowhere to go but up when you start buying. Okay, I think this is fantastic that we figured it out, that we connected the dots. The other dots you must connect is that of Intel. Just got awarded $10 billion to build the next generation of semiconductor plants in the world. They just bought 3-4 of ASML's next generation of AI or of semiconductor building tools. Why? Why is all that happening? Because if it doesn't, we will be destroyed by Russia, by China, whoever has the ability to make the next generation of semiconductors. Now, it won't be Taiwan Semiconductor or Samsung, as I explained in the previous video, because they're still paying for the last generation of ASL's product. And thus, they don't have the funds to buy the new one. But who's been sitting on their hands for the last 10 years and hasn't bought anything new for 10 years? Intel. So they got a buttload of money, and then they got a country the United States, who's scared shitless that they're going to be caught with their pants down because they have to buy their high-powered semiconductors, their NVIDIA semiconductors, from a Taiwanese and from a Korean company. Hell, they may have to buy them from a Chinese company. No, we can't let that happen. We've got to put that manufacturing on our soil. And it's going to happen in Columbus, Ohio, and Arizona, and it's going to have a big white name that says Intel on the building. So, connect the dots. Connect the dots. Intel will come down as the rest of this comes down, and you and I need to be buying shares. Now, will it happen before the end of the year? No. We're investing in the future. And the future of our nation depends on Intel. The future of your investments depends on you connecting the dots. Let me just take you right now, and I'll show you my charts, and then you subscribe to Trading Views, and I'll teach you how to create a Fibonacci chart, and you'll see. It's all there. Just connect the dots. Okay, this is Palo Alto Networks, and again, it's my Fibonacci retracement that I want to show you. And I come up here and I click on that, and there you see it says Fib replacement, and it gives me this little cross here. And what I want to do is go to November, because that's the beginning of the change of the world. And right there you can see Palo Alto had some resistance. And then let's run it up to where its high, and that its high was on February the 9th, 2024. Now, let me bring it in closer for you. Look at it. We start here on November the 6th, and we trace it up to its high of $379.39. And then what Fibonacci says is when you get an extraordinary run-up on a stock and it doesn't appear to be what it is supposed to be, it will retrace itself by either 50 to 75%. And that's what that yellow box signifies. In this case, you can see that's where it is today. It hit it on the head. There it is at $267.22. And if we come over here, it says that is a retracement of 0.786%. 78%. It retraced it. Was that an anomaly, or is that something that happens on a regular basis? Well, let me show you. I know a lot of you live and breathe Tesla. Okay, there it is. October the 31st. There it hit its high. December the 28th, and it started down. Fibonacci says it will retrace itself. Did it? You bet it did. It went from a high, a gain. It went started at 208, went to 262, and now it's down to 192. It's over 100% retracement. This I can go time and time again. This is Snowflake. Okay. Here it's on its way. October the 23rd to February the 12th. And then it's starting its fall. How far will it come? It'll come down here. It'll come down to 188. And when's their earnings? Their earnings is on February the 28th. If I were a gambling man, I will guess that somewhere in here, Snowflake will be below $188 because they aren't selling any product. You haven't bought any. What do you want to see next? Let's look at Google. Remember Google? The greatest invention since fire, the CEO said. October the 23rd, the world changed because of AI. And Google was at $121. It then went to $154.91, and today it's at $143. It's been down as low as here. It's been down. It got to the Fibonacci retracement. Look at that. Look at that candlestick. It touched that Fibonacci retracement. I'm willing to bet it'll touch it again. that nobody's subscribing to Workplace, not to the numbers that they need to offset the expense that they are spending to update their data centers so that in the future, when you're ready to buy it, they can deliver you AI. Okay? It'll come down here. It'll get into that Bollinger Band. And that's how we read stocks. That's how we connect the dots. We understand the process. We understand what's happening and how we can profit from it. To just take a talking head and say, hey, this is going to be something special. Yeah, after you start spending your money on it. But until you do, because you are the consumer, and this is a consumer-driven economy, and until you buy AI, it's not going to happen. Keep that in mind. If you like to learn more like this, I'd love to teach you. So the first thing you need to do is subscribe to my channel. Then you need to come to my website, look it over. We have a discount on our Platinum program. You'll find a link to that in the subscription. I usually charge $60 a month to get inside my head. Okay? But my head is on sale for $30 a month if you're interested. If you're interested in connecting the dots, because that's all I do. I'm not a genius. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not a technician. I just, over the years of my life, which have been many, I've learned to say, hey, if this happens and that happens, based upon what I remember from the last crash we had, this is what's going to happen next. So I'll leave the ball in your court. And let's get together on some Friday and you join our stock talks and you ask your questions and I'll do my best. Okay, got to go eat lunch.